Eric.
Now a word from our sponsors.
Are you looking to get in shape?
Yeah!
Did you make any New Year's resolutions you need to get started on?
14 years ago.
Come on over to Fitness R Us. This is Eric.
I love Fitness R Us.
He's been a member of Fitness R Us for 14 years now, and he's loving it. Recently, we've had a surplus of treadmills, so he bought his very own. There are free weights you can use also. If you get tired of running or walking, you can even do some P90X.
Okay, straight as possible.
Come on down for some fitness fun at Fitness R Us. Open 24 hours. We promise this will not be a sunk cost.
You're back with Anchorman Eric, bringing you some more MELK news. And now to Kelly with a magnificent MELK story.
Spring is on its way. And according to Mark Sandy, chief economist at Moody Analytics, believes that he predicted that after inflation growth rate will rise from 0.8% last year to 1% in the current year and increase 1% in 2015. Mr. Zandy was not feeling this positive in the previous years based on economic performance. The median annual family income decreased approximately 10% during and after the recession. Hourly wages are higher compared to previous recession years, about 2.1%. This rate drops 1.1% when compared as an after-inflation growth rate. A working individual must figure out how to live off these small wage increases when the consumer prices rise at a higher rate. In the latter half of the 1990s, unemployment rates were low, near 4%. These low unemployment rates helped to push up real wages and salaries for employees who were in the middle income category. This 1.5% rate, increased above the rate of inflation per year, was estimated to be the fastest in all of the decades. The employees who were placed at the bottom income level of workers earned at a rate approximately 2% per year above the rate of inflation. Bob Funk, chief executive of Express Employment Professionals in Oklahoma City, does not feel that the upward pressure on the wages will happen in competitive worldwide markets. Mr. Funk states that real wage increases for light industrial workers averaged about 7 cents in 2013. This amounts to an increase which is less than 1%. Mr. Zandy and Mr. Bernstein, a leading economist, dismissed the inflation threat. That wage price will lead to higher inflation rates. Both believe that growing business financing will boost productivity and magnify sales, which will offset higher labor costs. I believe that hourly wages must be increased to allow individuals to be able to survive in today's world. People must make themselves marketable to earn the higher wages also. Employees are better trained and valued, they will be better to serve the customers, and will work harder at a more efficient level to earn those higher wages. I feel that there will be a strong connection between salesmanship, training, and sales produced. The higher wage costs will then be balanced with money coming in, and companies will remain in operation. Back to you, Eric.
And now to Marissa with a magnificent MELK story.
Hello, Marissa here with some interesting news about a recent PETA investigation. With the upcoming Kentucky Derby this Saturday, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, has done some snooping into the seemingly transparent industry. The PETA documentary shows Asmussen, the top horse trainer in the U.S., over-medicating, overworking, and simply being unkind to these beautiful creatures. This has gotten Asmussen into a pickle. Several owners of racing horses have decided to transfer their horses to different trainers following the investigation. PETA is also now pushing for the reform of the horse training industry. According to the Wall Street Journal, reform will not come easily. Unlike other sports, horse racing doesn't have a national governing body to enact such charges. The 38 states that race all have different commissions, with separate medication and penalty rules that don't apply in any other place. The horse trainer's overconfidence that doing the unethical things to win will fly in today's society has some serious flaws in it. Now back to you, Eric.
Whenever you're running late to work because of a doctor's appointment or a traffic delay, you may begin to seem angry for the reason you're not making the money that you should be earning. According to Slate.com, this money you're losing because of the events taking place is called an opportunity cost. Some people have a higher opportunity cost than others because they get paid more per hour. If you never thought about the opportunity costs that are present when you take off work, you might need to start. Consider how you value your time. Is it worth the time to be losing that kind of money? Maybe that's something you need to think about next time you want to go to the zoo instead of working. By the way, hey, Kelly! I'm taking next Friday off to hit up Brookfield Zoo with Mr. Clydesdale. But anyways, back to some milk news.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Marissa, and I have some more unfortunate news for you Chipotle fans. The Mexican burrito specialists have decided that they will have to increase the price of their burritos in the near future. The prices of their food resources will be affecting the amount of burritos they can make while maintaining current pricing. According to the Wall Street Journal, do not be surprised if the next time you buy a burrito, your wallet's a little bit lighter afterwards. Now back to you, Eric.
And now to Lisa with a magnificent MELK story.
How do you feel about putting lab-grown muscle tissue into your body? Doesn't sound that bad? Now how about when I say that this has been a tricky body part to produce, and it took over 2 decades to finally appear to be successful with it? How about when I remind you that it is new technology, so it is not tried and true yet. We don't know if there will be any complications down the road. Chances are you aren't accepting this new technology anytime soon. You are sticking with the status quo, as the majority of people would do. This may seem like a good thing when being pessimistic about it, but what if this muscle tissue could save a life, but that person was too set on sticking with the status quo? Oh, no, no, no. Duke University researchers and other scientists are getting closer to growing muscle tissue in the lab that exhibits strength similar to that of normal muscle. This lab-grown muscle could be used to help people with certain muscle injuries and could accelerate the testing of new drugs because scientists could use the muscle tissue instead of testing on animals, according to the Wall Street Journal. So what I'm trying to urge our viewers is to be sure to thoroughly research before turning down an idea, because sometimes sticking to the status quo is a no-no. Let's see what Eric has to say. Eric?
And now to Kelly with a magnificent MELK story.
Bank of America Corporation will refund its customers $727 million. Bank of America Corporation will also pay fines in the amount of $45. The fines are for illegal credit card practices. Federal regulators made these announcements yesterday. They will also pay $20 million fines and civil penalties to the Bureau. A $25 million fine will also be paid by the Bank of America Corporation to the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. These illegal practices by Bank of America Corporation date back to the year 2000. The number of affected totals approximately 2.9 million people. These individuals were misled into signing up for special programs offered by Bank of America Corporation salespeople. Everybody's getting ripped off here. The number affected totals approximately 2.9 million people. These individuals were misled into signing up for special programs offered by the Bank of America Corporation salespeople. Everybody got ripped off. The program includes special credit card monitoring and identity thief protection services. Some customers were inappropriately charged for services not approved or for services which were not available. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau was in charge of pursuing these monies and charges against the Bank of America Corporation. These practices by Bank of America Corporation are considered to be depreciative and illegal. The practices are meant to cheat, misinform, and confuse the consumer. Further data shows that almost 2 million consumers were charged about $459 billion illegally from in October of 2000 to September of 2011. These illegal charges were for services which were not authorized or which were not available. It's so annoying that they would lie to their customers. As a consumer, we always rely on the individual associated with the service or items we are purchasing. We expect honesty and trust between sales individuals and big companies such as Bank of America Corporation. Back to you,
Kelly,
Eric.
you're back.
In black.
She has white stripes on.
We're out of time.
And I'm all out of rhymes.
We would like to thank Marissa Mitchell's parents for letting us use their house, and do we have to thank people?
I didn't know we had to thank anybody. Okay, whatever. You do you, girl.
All right.
Oh,
That's the end of Milk News.
bye.
Okay, I'm ready. What? Oh, you're recording? Gosh darn it. You gotta give me like a 3-2-1 or something.
In the latter half of the 1990s, I said latter half. I meant later.
That works.
Really?
Yeah, that's a word.
Latter half?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then I meant to do that.
Just keep going. We'll cut this part out.
Okay. I'll just say latter because now it's in my head. In the latter half of the 1990s, unemployment rates were low, near 4%. These low unemployment rates.
What happened?
You wrote it.
Oh my gosh.
Chug, chug, chug,
Ew.
chug, chug, chug. Don't throw up.
She doesn't even like it. I feel bad.
She
thought
loves
of
it.
This group name.
It's MELK stands for Marissa, Eric, Lisa, and Kelly. For the clarification.
Poor
A milk mustache is a thing, so I'm trying really hard. Like,
Sorry, I'm still singing in this, aren't I?
Yeah! Oh, God. Now the milk is gone and we are done.